So, yeah, well, let's get your code. I'm finally back. I don't know. I'm just gonna do, like, a review of a movie that I really hate, and, it's like, people are calling it the best movie ever. It's bothering me, and it's getting on my nerves, because I think the movie is not that good, but it's getting really overhyped on Instagram. I see it all over my Explore page, and I don't like that. Also, I have cookies and a Coke in front of me, so if I just randomly start eating, then that's okay. I was too lazy to get my DSLR camera, but I just used my vlog camera for this video. So yeah, so let's just get on with the video. So I'm gonna pull up Netflix because I want to like review the movie while also watching it, because I love this movie. Just kidding, I hate this movie. I'm also gonna charge my laptop for this. It's running low. So one thing, first of all, I like how the cover of it is that redhead mom, like the redhead woman from like Riverdale and from The Breakfast Club. I like how she's in the cover. She's also from something else, I just don't remember. She's in a lot of movies. She's like pretty good. She's the only good thing about this movie, so I mean, I like that they put that as the cover. So it starts off with narration, of course. It's great narration. Yeah, so her mom gets sick and dies. I don't really know why they put that in the story, because it's not really important for her character. It doesn't do anything. So now they're introducing Lee. No, not Lee, sorry, Noah, Lee's hot brother. Oh, I have trouble with my finger. Lee's hot brother. Okay. And now he's fighting someone because he's a bad boy and he fights people. And now they're talking about the mom sick, the part that I told you guys about. I don't know. I just don't like the narration in the beginning. It sounds really weird. I don't know. It's just really weird. I also don't. This is one thing I hate about this friendship or whatever. Is the rules. What kind of, like, with me and my friends, we don't have rules with each other like this. Like, we don't. So I just think that's weird. Ew. Sorry, I just watched the part where she was about to have her first kiss and then he sneezed all over her face, because that happens in real life. I just think that this movie's not realistic. And my least favorite part of this entire movie is the part where, okay, so her pants rip, like, cause it's the first day of school and her pants rip. And I guess they're juniors, which I just finished junior year. Her and Lee, like the girl, Elle and Lee look like juniors. Noah, is he a senior? I don't know. He looks like a senior in college. He doesn't look like a senior in high school. Also, he goes to Harvard at the end of it. That makes no sense to his character. But my least favorite part of the entire movie was the amount of times that, like, they show her body or something. Like, the amount of time that she strips in this movie is insane. But there's the part when she, like, rips her pants and her other pants are at the cleaners because, you know, she didn't prepare for this in advance, because usually when it's around that first week of school or something, you make sure that, especially, I mean, this is what I do. I always make sure that I have my clothes and everything ready. So I always try it on before too. So I feel like she would have at least tried it on and that would have happened. If they were that easy to rip, I feel like that would have happened before or something. And I feel like she should have known that her pants were at the dry cleaners, because did her dad just go into her room, take her pants, and go to the dry cleaners and not even tell her? Because that's just a little weird. Okay. She's already breaking dress code by wearing that skirt. Doesn't it make sense to just go ahead and wear, like, some other pants that may not be with the, like, the school uniform, because they wear a uniform to school? Wouldn't it make sense to just, like, not wear that skirt if you're already going to be breaking dress code? Just wear another pair of jeans. Because, yeah, you'll be breaking dress code, but you're already going to be doing it if you wear the skirt, if that makes any sense. Like, go ahead and just wear something else if you're already going to be breaking dress code. I don't know. That's what I would have done. I just been like, okay, well, I'm not wearing this tiny skirt, so I'm just gonna wear some other pants. I mean, if I get in trouble, I would have gotten in trouble with this skirt anyway, so it won't be that bad. Like, it won't be a big deal. I don't know. I don't know why she didn't do that. I feel like that makes more sense. Okay, so I'm editing the video right now, and this is kind of like a point that I just brought up. Obviously, like, if you watch the scene, she's like in a rush. I'm using my phone right now, but she's in a rush. So I guess that could be the point why she didn't, like, think this through. So obviously, I'm saying this is what I would have done. If her body did change over the summer, like, other clothing items clearly wouldn't have fit, so maybe she would have, like, come to the conclusion that maybe school uniform doesn't fit. I don't know how that entire school uniform situation works. I don't know if they get like new ones every year, or they like have some type of conversation about school uniforms, maybe at like an open house or something. I don't know really how that works, but I'm just saying that, like, yeah, she was in a rush when her pants ripped, and her best friend Lee was like yelling at her, so that's just a little point to consider, I guess. Or at least like her best friend, or she could have had a jacket and tied it around or something. Do they not have jackets at the school or something? I don't know. I don't understand the school uniform. Like the OMG girls, which I just think is so stupid. What is their uniform? Like, they're just wearing completely different clothing than everyone else, and just none of it makes sense. And also, again, I go to public school. Like, I just finished junior year. I go to public school. I've always gone to public school. Wait, who? Does this happen at y'all's school? Because this does not happen at my school, but do 3 girls just like walk in the hallways, and the wind just starts blowing, everyone just stops what they're doing and just looks at them, and as they walk down the hallway? Does that happen? Because that doesn't happen in real life. I just think it's funny. I love watching high school movies, and probably the person who wrote it or who directed it or something, it's someone who's never been to high school. And I'm watching the part where she rips her pants and she decides to wear that tiny little skirt. And okay, if they have backups, shouldn't she have, like, again, shouldn't she have tried on these clothing beforehand? Like, that skirt is from 9th grade, and she's what? She's just at 11th grade body. Do they not give you a new skirt, obviously, that you've grown? Like, do you just keep that tiny little skirt all through high school and hope that it fits? Like, obviously, I haven't grown, so I can't speak. Like, probably a skirt from 9th grade would definitely fit me now, because I just haven't grown. But this girl, they make a big point about how she's grown and stuff, how she got boobs all of a sudden, and like her best friend even says that like your lady shape changed over the summer, so they make a big deal of it. So shouldn't she have like realized that? Like, if my lady shape, or I just think that line is funny, all of a sudden changed, I think I would know. I definitely think I would know, because obviously all of my other clothing wouldn't have fit either. And I would have gotten a new skirt or something. I just, that entire plot line over that tiny skirt bothers me, because it doesn't make any sense. It's not realistic, and it's really stupid. Also, the guy who slaps her butt, he doesn't get any, like, that's sexual assault. What the heck? He just gets detention with her. She broke dress code and she gets detention. He sexually assaulted the girl and doesn't get any kind of trouble. He just gets detention too. What is the rule at this school? Okay. The next part of the movie that I really hate is when they're at the party, at Noah's party or whatever, and she strips. Like, I guess she gets drunk. Yeah, she definitely gets drunk. And then she just decides to take off her dress and strip one more time, because this movie, they were just like, okay, yeah, she has a good part. Let's just show it off as much as possible. Like, she literally, 50% of this movie is just her taking off her clothing. 50% of this. And her best friend is watching her and not doing anything. Like, her best friend clearly sees that she's drunk and doesn't do anything at all. Like, her best friend's brother, his brother is the one that actually saves her, whereas he doesn't do anything to actually help. Her best friend Lee, but he's just like, drink. I'm just kind of like, what best friend does that? I honestly, when me and my friends wouldn't go to a party where there's alcohol, but that's what happens, I guess. I don't know. And now she's stripping. So she has like the proposal scene, you know, like where they're naked and they start rolling on the ground. She's not naked, but he is, and he's wearing a towel, and they just kind of like start rolling on the ground and all that stuff. All of this is just super realistic. Like, I can relate to this. Then her best friend, like, and her are just throwing paint at each other. Now she's in the locker room. This part doesn't really make any sense, but this could just be me. But she's a junior, so this is not her like first year at that high school. She should know where the bathroom is. So why didn't she just go to the bathroom? Because this is clearly a locker room. So did she go all the way to the gym and then go to the boys' locker room on accident instead of just going to a bathroom anywhere else? Because I'm pretty sure the only bathroom at this school is not just in the gym. They have to have other bathrooms. So did she just, maybe when the gym was the closest? I don't know. That's just, I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know how that worked. But I guess maybe the gym was closer to the art room. I don't know. Okay, so another thing that I realized when I was editing this is that she could have gone to the gym to like shower or something. Maybe like she went to the locker room to shower and she accidentally went to the boys' locker room. So that could have been a thing why she went to the gym. Maybe she was gonna use the showers there to clean up, so that could have been another reason, and she accidentally went to the boys. I don't know. She starts like taking off her shirt and doing some stupid dance in the locker room and objectifying herself because that's what we do now to get even with guys. Then the whole kissing booth. Okay, I'm not gonna lie though, when I watched the trailer, I thought this movie was going to end with the kissing booth. So when it got to the kissing booth part, I thought the movie was almost done. But it's just like 40 minutes into the movie, so... And there's still an hour left. So it's clearly not done. And then, you know, they have the whole scene. She's blindfolded. They kiss. Her and the brother. And then the other half of the movie is just really boring. And, yeah. So I have my thoughts, honestly. I was just reviewing the part that I mostly hate, because the second half of the movie is just them figuring things out and not wanting Lee, the best friend, to find out about the relationship. So she just is like, we have to keep it a secret. And then he finds out because they're kissing. And then he's like, oh my god. And then, yeah. So first of all, I don't like Lee. He's like, you're supposed to sympathize with him, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know the movie's point. But you kind of don't, because he's being a jerk and unreasonable about it. Like, I understand if she had distanced herself from him, but really, Lee had distanced himself from her and was like taking his new girlfriend Rachel to go dancing and stuff. So really, he wasn't the one distancing himself, not her. So she wasn't doing anything wrong. She was still like, their friendship was still going strong, I guess. I don't understand why he got mad. Overall, none of the characters are likable except for Rachel. She's the only character that's likable because she just seems like a nice girl. I don't know. I just don't like the movie. If you want to watch a movie kind of with similar plot, I would recommend The Edge of 17. That movie is really, really good, and it's kind of like, it would be a movie like with Lee's point of view, except you actually sympathize with her. It's the main character is Nadine. It's Haley Steinfeld is in it, and she finds out, like, she catches her best friend and her brother in bed and stuff, well, after they've done it. And so she's like, oh my god, and then they have like a little talk, and she's like freaking out, and she's like, okay, it's fine. So that's not why she gets super upset. Like, obviously she's upset that her best friend is with her brother now, but she mostly gets upset because her best friend kind of goes on, her brother's like the popular guy, and her best friend kind of becomes one of the popular girls now, and so she's kind of feels like her best friend's just left her, and so that's kind of why she's mad. And so Nadine actually has a good reason to be mad at her best friend, not just because her best friend's sleeping and now dating her brother, but also because her best friend also is kind of like ditched her to be with the popular crowd. So it has like a better plot, in my opinion. Overall, the acting is better, the casting is better, there's not annoying narration that's like really, really bad. I don't know if there was narration in The Edge of 17, but I don't remember it being as cheesy as this movie. This movie is just really bad. Overall, it's just, watch The Edge of 17. It's rated R, mostly because of like language and stuff, but watch that movie instead of this movie because it'll be better, I promise you. Honestly, if this movie didn't have the F word and they didn't sleep together, this could be a Disney movie, so, or a Nickelodeon movie, definitely. Well, old Nickelodeon movies, you know. But that's all I have to say. I give it like a 4 out of 10 to be generous. But yeah, that's my review of the movie. I don't recommend it, but I guess if you want to watch it, you can. But that's pretty much it for the movie, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye.